I'm just a guy who loves Disney that has way too much time on his hands. If anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney News and Reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e and we're in September now. It's T- for me. I think it's, what day is it today? I don't know. Right now, as of today, it's September 6th. It's a Saturday, and 3 weeks from now, what is it? It is what time? It's 11:30, so chances are I'll be about to go to sleep in preparation for my first full day in the parks at Disneyland. That's right, I'm going to be going to Disneyland in 3 weeks on the 27th, and pretty much this whole month is going to be dedicated to my preparation for Disney World or Disneyland. I don't plan on reviewing anything. I will dedicate all of this month to my preparation. I'll show you how I'm prepping. Today I'll go through my little folder here, my travel folder, and I've done one of these months before where I kind of showed you how to go to Disney World. With this one, it's very personal because I want to be showing you and talking about all the things that I'm going to be doing at Disneyland. So, I'll just be showing you stuff, what I'm doing, rather than just talking in an overview for, sort of sense. So, everybody, all of you have dubbed this PREPtember, by the way. So, PREPtember it is. PREPtember for Disneyland. The Where in the World answer from last week was easy. I think everybody understood it. There was a dead giveaway by the audio. It was the Mad Tea Party in the Magic Kingdom. There also is a Mad Tea Party in Disneyland that I will be getting on, and I'll be reviewing. So once I get back from Disneyland, I will have a ton of stuff to review. It's going to be fun. I might have to make a new intro. I'm not quite sure, considering I can add the Disney California Adventure and Disneyland Park to my places that I've been. That's pretty much it for this week, with me. But I recently got a package from a friend, and she told me that she was going to be sending me this. And this is going to take up the majority of the video because I won't be really reviewing anything. I'll give you the news and all that stuff, but I want to talk about this, what I'm, an overview of my plans, because everything's set and finalized. But I also wanted to show you guys this. She got me a lot of good stuff. This is a year's worth of stuff. Last year, pretty much to the week, she went to Disneyland to compete in the half marathon and the 10K race and all that stuff. And she was going to send me stuff right after that, maps and whatnot. You'll see. But then, it just time and stuff caught up with her, and she had to, it just got, kind of got put off. Then Christmas rolled around. She said she was going to give me, send me stuff then. Again, don't worry about it. You can send it whenever. If you don't even have to send me anything. That's the whole idea. But she did, or she wanted to, but that, she never got around to it. And lo and behold, that happened like 3 or 4, more times, same sort of thing with different circumstances. And finally, a year later, it's kind of funny, from when she started collecting these things, she sent me this. It's a lot of stuff. And I want to give you a brief overview. She first sent me a note, and she kind of ordered everything in the chronological sequence of when she wanted to send it to me. So 1 is the earliest, and 6 is the latest. So she basically told me about that, and all the cool stuff that she does, because she's a marathoner now. She does the Disney marathon, and the marathon, like the 32 point whatever mile race. It's like whoa. I think a 5K is hard. She's running a lot more than that. Okay, I got everything set up in the chronological order, so let's start with number one. First thing she got me, this was a year ago, she told me, because I wasn't there to run it, and the fact that she got the inaugural Dumbo Double Dare marathon there at Disneyland, she sent me a pin version of it. And this is excellent because I love limited edition pins because they are only out for a little bit. And this was really cool. So even though I didn't run it, I have a replica medal. So that's really cool. She has the real thing. It's the big one. She has, you know, the real thing. And I was looking at the Run Disney stuff, like the, you know, just like how long of a trek it is. I mean, they were running through, you know, parks and things like that. It was just crazy. Here's another cool thing. It's a magnet. Oswald's Super Service. Excellent stuff there from Disney's California Adventure. Really, really neat stuff there. And as always, I love freebies. You know, I really love freebies. Here's the note that came with it. See, as you can see, she numbered everything. So in this one we have the Goofy's Kitchen pin, a couple of coasters, and an awesome, you can't see, it's a D23 Unlock the Magic, you know, Live Strong bracelet or whatever they are. And as always, some of my favorite stuff in the whole world, freebies. You got a Little Mermaid magnet sort of thing that you can actually punch out. All these different maps. All these different maps and hotel things. You know, I really like this stuff because it dates it. You know, it shows you that on this date this is what happened. Here's another thing that actually I want to talk about later. This is the Mandara Spa. You know, brief a brochure and things like that. What's funny was before she sent this to me, I was actually, you know, signing up to do a spa thing, but I'll talk more about that later. And as always, here is the Disneyland Half Marathon official race guide. I love reading these things. Just, you know, you get a lot of information, and just look at this map. Look at that. Look at how far they had to run. Just crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing, I think was another race. Oh no, it's Christmas. She went down, I think, during the Christmas season. I'm not sure if there was a race for that. So what happened was she was on a last-second trip to Disney. Gotta love that when somebody goes, "Hey, let's go to Disney." All right, let's go. You know, that sort of thing. So she picked me up a bunch of stuff. Soaps, really cool stuff. I actually might wind up taking these to Disneyland when I go, because I like to keep a certain amount of soaps and stuff with me. She was really, really kind enough to get me a gift card as well, which will be put to good use at Disneyland. All Disney you know gift cards can be used anywhere at any Disney thing. She got me this awesome contemporary 2013 Christmas pin. And what's cool is on the back, it's signed by the head pastry chef of the Contemporary Resort. I have no idea who that is, but it's cool that it's personalized anyway. So that was really neat. I've never been to Disney during Christmas, and it's something I want to do. And as always, I always get teary-eyed looking at these. It's the Disney maps. Now the third thing, this is pretty interesting. In Chicago, at the Museum of Science and Industry, they had a Disney exhibit, and I really wanted to go there. I think I will one day. You know, I'm not sure if it's there anymore, but I don't know. Maybe it's a traveling exhibit. I have no idea. But it was cool. It was Treasures of the Walt Disney Archives, and if I make any more money, if I were to have made a little bit more money, I would have gone, because the ticket to Chicago and the flight really isn't that bad. But you know, I'm sure it'll come back one day, and I couldn't go, so she went and she gave me the lowdown on it, and she said it was great. And she got me this awesome D23 pin. Here you go. It's the Walt Disney Treasures pin. I think that's awesome. Really cool stuff there. I love these little traveling exhibits, but none of them ever come to like Baltimore or the East Coast. I really think that's a pain in my butt that doesn't happen. So I think that needs to happen. So Disney, get on that, just for File91e's sake, because I'm special. I think you all know that. Okay, number 4. She went to Walt Disney World. I'm pretty sure this was for another race, because she's a running fool. Yes, I was right. This was when she did the Walt Disney World Marathon, and she got me another pin of the replica of the finish medal, the finishing medal. Really cool stuff there. Really awesome. The fact that she did the Walt Disney World Marathon, or any marathon, is amazing. I think anybody who does marathons are on a tier of their own. So, because I know running just even a 5K for me, a normal person, is tough. So the people that can tough it out and do it a whole marathon is outstanding. She sent me this picture of Mickey Mouse. I have no idea where she got that. And a bag, again, full of, I call them maps and stuff. And a card, a bunch of maps. There it is. Bunch of maps. Now the other cool thing that I really wanted to read was this thing. It's the pamphlet for the Memory Maker. This is a great little thing that for a fee before before you pay, you pretty much will, can get all of your pictures taken by the Disney World photographers at any of them, and then you can go online and download them as much as you want. You can send them to people. You can they sometimes they add stuff in Photoshop. It's pretty crazy cool. It is I think it's like $150 or $200. I'm not sure what it is, some fee or whatever it is. And I'm sure not many people would want to pay that, but I actually think that's pretty cool, the Memory Maker, because you can actually do a whole bunch of stuff, and it's all linked into your My Magic Plus, so that's really neat. And then the last thing is the Marathon Weekend booklet. I really think that's awesome, and you can see the the trek that they had to go through. One of the cool things she mentioned was that after the race or during the race, you actually can get on some of the rides. So as a breather, she got on Expedition Everest, which I think was pretty funny, because you're running through the lines, you do the ride, then you get back off and start running again. I think that's pretty neat. So awesome stuff. She got me another Disney gift card for my birthday. It was $28. I think that's pretty funny. And she said, "Use me in Disneyland." And I know I want to be using this in Disneyland. I want to get a nice steak, or maybe, how about this? I'll use this and I'll get a good Dole Whip. I want to get a Dole Whip from that, or a turkey leg. Dole Whip and a turkey leg. Boom, boom. How is that bad? How is that bad? And the last thing, I know this was long, but I really enjoy this. This was really awesome. The last thing, she went to the Cubs versus Orioles game a couple weeks ago, because it was interleague play, one of the weird things, and they had a pin there that showed the Cubs and the Orioles logo. I think that's cool. She got me a pin from that, and so awesome stuff. I always rib her about being a Cubs fan. She ribs me about being an Orioles fan, so it all works out. But yeah, that's everything that she got me, and it's totally. I mean, look, when people say they want to send me stuff, it's a little awkward for me, because I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who has a camera and a I like to talk a lot about a certain subject. So when people, say, hey, I really enjoy your show and I want to send you stuff, I don't know, like a very good, humble way of saying, all right, send it whatever you want. Because, that's not kind of how I am. I don't like to, it's not that I don't like to accept gifts. It's that it makes me feel like I should give something to you, like, transaction. And I don't understand that this little show that I do gives some people, whatever that they need for that time. So it's very humbling to me that somebody would think that highly of me to get me all this stuff, and to think of me during their Disney vacation, and it's unreal. And I want to thank Mona. You're awesome for everything that you've done. But I told you that. we're in contact. And I just want to thank everybody else that has ever sent me stuff. I mean, you guys are awesome. And I never would have thought that when I started this little show 6-7 years ago that, I would really be in contact with you all on the level that I am. So thank you so much, guys, and thank you, Mona, for everything here. I want to cherish this stuff. It's just amazing. And the 2 gift cards, there it is. They will be put to good use, I promise. And my brother and I will enjoy them, and it will help us, make our Disney trip that much better. So, Mona, again, thanks so much, and thanks everybody who have ever, who's ever sent me anything. You guys rock, and I do this show for you guys. Once I get back from Disneyland, we're gonna get back rocking and rolling with the the ride reviews, and hopefully you guys will tune back in. So yeah, that was a long intro. Let's get right to the news. Both dates for the Night of Joy event at the Magic Kingdom are now sold out. But do not fear, if you don't want to miss out, they will be live streaming the event online for free via a live webcast. The broadcast will begin on 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time each night, with the first artist to be on stage by 7:30. For a link to that broadcast, look in the description box. Very cool stuff. I really wasn't going to talk much about the Night of Joy again, but they sold out, and I figured you might, if anybody's watching, they might want to know about that. The Halloween season has just got underway at the Magic Kingdom, and already crews are looking ahead to the next holiday. Not Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving always gets overlooked. The first sections of the Dream Lights are now being installed at Cinderella Castle. The crane is not yet on site, but typically appears around mid-September to complete the work. The lights are displayed as part of the Cinderella's Holiday Wish. So, cool stuff for that. Keeping an ear out, or an eye, whatever, for that. Disney has released 2 new limited edition Magic Bands in time for the Halloween season. This is pretty cool. First up is a limited edition Haunted Mansion Magic Band, which sells for $24.95 and features the wallpaper design from the Haunted Mansion. I love that one. The band is now on sale at the Magic Kingdom. The second Magic Band is a limited edition graphic design for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. The edition is limited to 5,000, and the Magic Band comes complete in a presentation box for $29.95. Both bands require an existing RFID ticket to be purchased, so you already have to have it in order to purchase it, because they have to be linked up. For the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along celebration will join the ranks of the FastPass Plus attractions at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The show, which takes place inside the park's premier theater, has previously used a paper-ticketed return standby system. But as of now, it will be available on the FastPass Plus via My Disney Experience. And I reviewed that, so there you go. It all works out. Fans of Disney Quest's Ride the Comics should head to Downtown Disney this weekend for one last play. The virtual reality comic book game, which pits the player against supervillains, will be closing at the end of operation on Sunday, September 7th. You're probably watching this on Sunday, September 7th, so get there soon. The space will be used to expand the Food Quest quick service restaurant seating area. I actually played that with my brother, and it's pretty fun, but it wasn't anything overtly special. I'm sure back in the 90s when they came out with Disney Quest and, you know, the virtual reality thing, it's like, oh my god, I'm actually swinging and that's happening. But it was, I mean, it was fun. It wasn't anything crazy cool though. But yeah, it was fun. And finally, the Harmony Barbershop on Main Street, USA at the Magic Kingdom is scheduled for refurbishment in early 2015. It is expected to be closing on February 2nd through to March 30th, reopening to guests on March 31st. So keep that in mind when you're going down. Yeah, that's the news for this week. Let's get right to the reviews. Alright guys, like I said earlier, there's not going to be any reviews before my trip to Disneyland. I really don't have much to review, and plus, prepping each show and dealing with getting everything ready, you know, it takes time, and I don't want to kind of phone in a show. So I figure you still want a show, so I'll give you my prep in order to, you know, Disneyland. I'll show you what I'm doing to prep for Disneyland. Now, I did a whole month back in, I think, March, talking about getting ready for Disney World and what you should do and how to plan and things like that. And that's pretty much, you know, what you should watch if you want a general idea of what's going on. But for this particular situation, you know, this vacation, I want to tell you how I kind of got started, and then in the coming weeks I'll talk more about certain things that I'm going to be showing you out there. But today, just expect a small overview. Now, I got this, I think last year, the Unofficial Guide to Disneyland 2014, and I kind of made up my mind then I was going to Disneyland. Because in order for the show to progress, I needed to get to Disneyland. So that's what I set my mind to. I started planning, and this book is a good starting point for anybody that has never been to a Disney park. This is one of the ones I recommend. Passporter Guide is good too, but they don't have a 2014 Disneyland book out, according to the people that made it, yet. Because they said, when's your next vacation? I said, Disneyland. She was like, well, I'll send you the Disney World one. We haven't quite gotten the Disneyland version yet. But this one's good. I mean, it tells you basically you know what you need, and it's a lot smaller, obviously, than the Disney World one because there's a lot less to see. Disneyland is one of those places that you can do in about 2 days, and you really won't miss too much. You know, so that's why when you go online and try to price out your trip, staying there for a week is a long time for a Disneyland vacation because it's not a whole lot to see. But I wanted to do a week because I wanted to enjoy my vacation while you know, recording everything, and that I figured, you know, 2 days in the parks with two travel days, 2 days in the parks each, so that'll be 4, you know, 4 or 5, 6, and then a rest day in between will allow me time to have a vacation and still, you know, get good footage for you guys. So that's what I planned on doing. I'm leaving on a Saturday and coming back on a Friday. And I originally just wanted 5 days in the parks, or, you know, so a 5-day park hopper is what I wanted to get. But stuff happened, and I wound up getting a 6-day. But I'll talk about that. What I recommend everybody get is you don't have to get one that's kind of like this. I just happen to get this one free from work. I call it my Disney vacation folder. Everything in here, there's scratch paper, a pen, and all of my receipts and things like that are in here. So it's my centralized location for everything that I need, you know, for this vacation, whether it be airline tickets, receipts for, you know, Halloween parties and stuff like that. I even photocopied the 1 day plan for adults and 1 day plan for adults for the Disneyland and other stuff, just to keep in here. But all in all, it's just, you want to have a central place so you're not kind of reaching for everything. You want to have everything organized in one place, and that makes everything a little bit easier. So let me just go through all the different things in here. This is my travel, things, my itinerary and stuff like that. I have my tickets for the Mickey's Halloween party. Halloween party tickets. All the different stuff that they gave me. I keep everything. All my dinner reservations. And probably the most important thing in here, while prepping, but when the day comes that that I leave, this will be kind of extinct. It's a calendar showing me what I'm going to be doing on what days. Why is this important? It takes the spontaneity out of a Disney trip. Yeah, if you want to go to Disney World and just kind of lay and relax and chill out, then that's the way to do it for you. For me, I like to kind of plan and know where I'm going to be on what days, and like if I'm making reservations for dinner, you got to do that 60 days in advance. It's crazy. Or if it's like if I'm doing a tour, I need to know which day I'm doing it and when. And you can't just spring it on me. I'm not that spontaneous when I'm in a whole completely different state on the other side of the world, it seems to me. So I like to write everything out, and you can print a blank calendar template off of Google or whatever it is. So I got the 27th, all the way to the 3rd when I'm leaving. Now, as you can see, I've made changes from when things happen, because stuff does, does change, or it will. But now everything is ironed out, everything is set, and I want to take you through the calendar, and I think that will pretty much be it. On the 27th, I plan, that's my arrival day. I'm arriving, or I should arrive there around 11. Takes about another hour, something to get to Disneyland. And I will then, once I'm there and checked in, I will then be able to do whatever I want to do. Chances are there will be a nap involved. But I also decided to get tickets for this day. Mainly because I found out that they don't do a lot of fireworks during the week, because Disneyland is surrounded by houses and homes, and it's just a pain in the butt. It's a common courtesy for them. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I think Monday, they do fireworks, but Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday they don't. And it just so happens that the majority of my trip is during the week. And so I wanted to see Fantasmic, and I wanted to see the fireworks. So in order to give me an extra night in the parks to be able to film the fireworks and really experience them, I decided to, because my last day is a Thursday, no fireworks there, I decided to take an extra day. And I got 2 extra tickets, and they came in the mail. So I have in addition to my park hopper pass, I have 2 Disneyland one-day tickets right here. And that will go, it's always staying with my folder right there. So that night, or that day, I'm doing the Fantasmic. I want to see Fantasmic and maybe hang out with some people over in California, because there's a lot of fans over there that want to hang out with, let's say they want to hang out with me, and okay, that's fine, we'll do it then. That's when I'll have the best amount of time. So, but when I was making, the deal with Fantasmic, and I was like, okay, I want to see Fantasmic, and when I talked to Disney about it, because I did this all by phone, because I'd never done it by phone before. I'm used to doing it online. So I did it by phone, and I really recommend calling them, because everybody's so nice, and they actually gave me some tips. They told me that there is a Fantasmic dessert preferred seating thing that you could also try, and I was like, you know what, let me try that. I've never done any of these little things before, and I figure if I'm going over to Disneyland, I want to have some fun, splurge a little bit. So I decided to do this Fantasmic dessert thing, which gives me preferred seating and a little dessert and like a tray thing with like cakes and cheeses and stuff, and free non-alcoholic drinks. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. I'll set up my monopod and record Fantasmic from a preferred viewing location while snacking on different dessert things. Plus it gives me another thing to review. It's another angle. So that was pretty cool. Decided on doing that. That was stamped in, locked in, and I did that. Then we're getting into the actual 5 days that I want to be in the park. And I wrote down on here, you probably can't see it, wrote down which days I'm going to do which parks based on the extra magic hours. So then the first day will be in Disney's California Adventure with the extra magic hours early arrival. So I'm going to be getting there a little bit earlier to try to hopefully get a jump on the the crowd and see cars land and all that stuff. But also I'm going to see the fireworks that night, and I'm going to go to Steakhouse 55. That's one of our dinner reservations. So knowing where and when I could put stuff and having a visual aid like this helped me understand which days are doing what, because you don't want to load up make the dinner reservations for the same day, or dinner reservations for a day when you wanted to do something else. So I was able to plan that out. On Monday the 29th, that is our rest day. That's another Disney California Adventure extra magic hour. So I was like, well, let's just do the rest day then, because I'm sure we're going to be tired from that long day before. So we're actually going to be going, I want to go to see the Pacific Ocean. That's kind of something I want to do. And to go to an In-N-Out Burger. I want to try that. I also found out, or I didn't find out, but I decided to treat myself again. And I'm going to do something I've never done at a Disney park, and let's go to a spa. And this is the Mandara Spa at the Disney's Grand Californian Hotel, and I would like to just see what it's all about. So I'm going to get a manicure, pedicure sort of thing. So it should be pretty cool. It's one other thing I get to review, and I like that stuff. I do. If you've never been to a spa, if you think it's unmanly or whatever like that, you're missing out on a really cool experience. Because having just people take every bit of tension out of your hands and muscles and things like that, it's just great. So really cool stuff there. I'm really excited about that. Okay, the next day is the Halloween. We're going to be going to Disneyland Park, so that'll be the first time I get to really explore Disneyland. But technically I will have explored Disneyland a little bit because of our arrival day. I want to be at Disneyland. But that's also the night of the Halloween party, the Mickey's Halloween party. So I'm going to be doing that. Then the next day is Disney California Adventure, and again I still have the extra magic hour stuff on there. I want to be doing the World of Color. I want to be seeing that night. But I also got the World of Color dinner package. There are 3 restaurants that offer this dinner package. You get preferred viewing if you buy I believe it's an appetizer, entree, and a dessert. And these are kind of ritzy places, so Disney's getting their money. But they give you a little, a voucher that you get to sit in a preferred viewing area for the World of Color show, and that should be cool. So I hopefully should get some good, footage for you guys. So that was really cool. And then for our last day in the parks, I want to be at Disneyland. I want to end it at Disneyland. I knew that, so I made sure I wrote that first. But I'm also going to be doing a tour. It's the Walk and Walt's Footsteps tour. It's a 4-hour tour around all the different places that Walt really liked in Disneyland. So I wanted to experience that. I thought that would be a cool, fun thing. Another thing I can review, and it'll take me places that I really can't go, otherwise. Unfortunately, they did tell me that Walt's apartment, which is above the fire station, is going to be under refurbishment, so I won't be able to see it at that time. It's a bummer, but who knows? Maybe they'll switch the refurbishment, but I doubt they will. So I want to be seeing some other stuff. That kind of bums me out, but I still wanted to do it anyway, just because I might be able to see Club 33, but I'll talk more about that later. So again, that is what I want to be doing at Disneyland. I want to be reviewing a lot of stuff, experiencing a lot of stuff. So as you can see, my time is pretty well taken up. So that's what I recommend you do. Really plan it out. Really get use a calendar as a visual aid so that you know where you're going to be doing stuff, what you're going to be doing. You can be spontaneous, and if it works out, then that way it works out. That's great. But for me, I know it doesn't work out like that. I need to plan this out, and that way I know where I'm going, what I'm doing, and I'll be able to hopefully see what I need to see in the parks. And overall, that's pretty much it. I made my reservations. I called Disney. They were really helpful in getting everything set up, and telling me when I can make reservations and whatnot. I tried to call early to make the earliest, reservations, and I was, able to get into everything with a few minor adjustments here and there. So overall, it's great. But again, I highly recommend you make the calendar and have a central booking, or a central location for all of your Disney, receipts and stuff like that, and confirmation numbers and all that stuff. You want to have all that in one central location, so you're not missing anything. You're not, scrambling around, like because when the day comes that I'm going to the airport, this is going to be right there along with my carry-on. It's very important that I have this stuff. This is kind of like the central, control room, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's how I've been getting ready for Disney. I want to be talking to you guys more about some other things, in the next few weeks. Where I want to be doing stuff and how I want to be, like recording things and whatnot, and packing, and then eventually I'll give you guys my top 10 rides that I'm excited for. But that'll be like literally the day. I'll be uploaded the day before I fly off. So good stuff there. So awesome stuff. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I know it was kind of long, but I wanted to try to talk to you about some things. I'm really excited for this Disney trip. I really am. I'm starting to get really excited because, we're only 21 days away. And I don't know. I don't know what I want to do when I get over there. I might cry. I might just cry. Just ball up, cry in fetal position. I don't even know. So yeah. So if anyone from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I want people to go to Disney World or Disneyland and just have a great time. There's a lot of good resources out there to help you plan your trip, and I really recommend that you use them. Now, if you are going to Disney World or anything like that, be sure to go to allears.net, touringplans.com, wdwmagic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. WaltDisneyWorld.com is good too. There's really not that many good Disneyland news sites. It's really hard to find one because Disney World is so much bigger, but they're out there. You can check them out. But yeah, it was an easy Where in the World last week. I'll try to make it easier this week, or harder this week. But you guys are just too good. You guys are just too good. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week for another Disney news and reviews, some news and some updates on the trip. Yes, I'm just excited, and hopefully I'll get some of my viewers back when I get back and actually start reviewing rides again. So guys, where in the world am I this week? Bye.